So did you see the trailer yet?
I don't think I've seen the new one, but yeah,
All
these
right.
movies are so psychotic. Oh my gosh, yeah, these movies are so psychotic. I think it's because Art the Clown is so like when you have scary movies,
Right.
usually like your person that's doing all the killing is like very serious and very scary and very like, whereas Art the Clown is laughing the entire time and it's like, wow, this guy is super crazy.
I'm not really very knowledgeable about this. I just know that it's kind of like, you have the killer clown style slasher, right?
Yeah.
What what were the first two like? Is this kind of like following supposedly the
So this, uh, believe it or not, this character already has a lot of lore. So
what?
if you've seen a lot, like Damon, the director, he put out, I guess it was really popular at the time when you would do like anthology series,
Yeah.
and it would be like little clips of different horror things. So he made one of those where it was different clips of different creepy things happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Art the Clown just kind of fascinated a lot of people that he put him in another anthology and kind of expanded on his like story, I guess, a little bit more. And people just couldn't get enough of Art the Clown. So finally he decided to make like an entire movie around Art the Clown. So that's where we got Terrifier 1. And you kind of get introduced to his character and like he's just freaking psychotic. And then that one I would also say was more didn't really have too much of a plot per se. It was just basically the clown just being psychotic with people on Halloween. And then part 2 was where you started to see a little bit more stories. So Terrifier 2 finally establishes this as an actual story that's happening. And so now the third one kind of continues the story as well, because the girl that you see in the clips, she was in the second part and she was kind of the only person who could like defeat Art the Clown. So I guess we're going to see a continuation of their story, but it just trips me out so much that like he's laughing while he's doing the most psychotic, heinous things and just laughing through it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like he's crazy. He's
So
so
this
crazy.
is basically Joker horror.
Basically. And what I appreciate about the director is that he has like a bigger budget now, because these movies, obviously like horror movies always bring in a lot of money because the budgets are pretty low usually.
Right.
And from what it looks like, he's sticking to that style and he hasn't made it look like, okay, guys, now we're going to do CGI. Now I have a bunch of money, so everything's going to be CGI. Like, no, he sticks to like practical effects, which are so crazy when you see them. Like, all the gore is just insane. But he does practical effects. He kind of gives it this like, to me it feels like an 80s type of vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
80s kind of early 90s, that he gives, it gives kind of that look to the movie. So I kind of appreciate that too, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be taking place like in present time, like our time, but it
All
just
right.
has the look and feel of like an 80s movie, early 90s like slasher movie.
Yeah, because
So
the budget supposedly is like less than 50. So
yeah, the
it's like from
budget,
30 to 50 was the first
yeah,
one, I guess. So they
the
don't.
budgets are super low. So he kind of
Wow.
sticks to that, because, and I appreciate it because it is cohesive with everything that he's making, but it's just, it's not for everybody, definitely. When I first saw it I was like,
What is this, right?
I don't know, yeah, it's weird. So I like horror movies, so when I saw this I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. So I had seen the anthology ones first and I was like, okay, yeah, that is kind of creepy, I don't know what's going on. So when they released this one I was like, okay, I'm curious, let me watch it. After that I'm like, okay, I actually like these movies. There might be something wrong with me. I don't know. But I like them.
Well, just so you guys know, Latinos are like one of the number one market for like horror movies all around the world. I mean, I think us, the Japanese and the Koreans, I think
Yeah.
literally like we are the ones who watch most horror movies anywhere in the world. And this movie, the first movie, guys, just to give you an example, if you guys haven't watched it, and I know that Sanders said, "What? That's budget Pennywise." Well, actually, that is true because the budget is very Pennywise. The budget for this thing is like $40 million. The first one make over $400 million. I mean, that's a Disney movie. It's insane for less than an episode of the Acolyte.
The budget for Terrifier 3 is $2 million.
What? This guy's
$6
he's
million.
going backwards. He's going
Terrifier-
backwards.
Terrifier 2 was 250,000 budget.
I can't.
Yeah,
how many
250,000.
acolytes is that?
Oh my god.
That's the catering. Wait a minute, guys. This is
Yeah,
the catering for one shot of the acolyte.
Terrifier. You know what? Let me just go back. Terrifier 1. Let's see. $35,000. 35,000.
That's what it was. $35,000. I thought it was 30 million. That's insane.
Yeah, $35,000 for the first one, $250,000 for the second one, and this last one, Terrifier 3, is $2 million.
And he's gonna make at least a few hundred million, guaranteed.
So that's why he's making a bunch of money.
Right. Imagine that, guys. The studios, take notice. Get guys like this who can make a movie for less than $1 million, less than $100,000, and basically give him all your money and just let him do whatever the heck he wants to do.
Isn't that crazy?
Because crazy Latinos like Lily and her whole family are gonna go check it out, and
Just
be
me.
like, they're gonna be there like the first. Are you gonna dress up, Lily?
No.
That'd be fun if everybody like dresses up like Christmas,
Oh my gosh, no. I don't. For horror movies, I don't think people should be dressing up. That's just like
That's
you
just
never
wrong.
know who's.
Okay,
Yeah,
cross
you
the
never
line.
know. You never know who's actually a little crazy. So no, please don't dress up for horror movies. Oh, Terrifier 2 made $15.7 million at the box office.
That's insane. Yeah, the guys.
So out of what did I say? Out of a 250,000 budget,
Yeah.
they like flew over.
Yeah, they're printing money. And we bring this up, guys, because this is what Hollywood is missing. I mean, we can go check out this kind of stuff. We can go have fun, and it doesn't really matter the budget or how much you guys think or the movie star that you think is going to go. You can still make great stuff, and it could be wacky. It could be out of the norm, and people will still go check it out. And this is proof of that. I think it's pretty crazy.
And you're right, because there are no big name stars in these movies and people still watch it.
Yeah, still don't watch it. And especially, boom, boom, us Latinos here in Midnight's Edge Espanol, the Espanol side really are into horror movies and like crazy. You guys don't even know. I mean, it's insane how many horror files are in the Latino community. And this movie, I think it's going to make bank because a lot of people are looking forward to it. I was like, man, this is coming out. I think everybody was like, what? It's coming out. And I'm like, man, you guys don't know. You better not sleep on Terrifier.